Good morning and welcome back to Football Heritage TV. So, this morning, waking up to loads of WhatsApp messages from Spurs fans who are daring to dream that Harry Kane is coming back to Tottenham Hotspur. Now, where has this story originated from? Now, no, it's not from Lubo. I know when Lubo's on my shows, he tells everyone every week, doesn't he? Harry's coming home. Harry's coming home. Harry's coming home. One of the first things he said to me was, "Oh, Levy's gone. Harry will come home now because he doesn't get on with Daniel Levy." But where has this story really come from? Well, let's be fair. It's the fairy tale, isn't it? It's the fairy tale story. The Roy of the Rovers, the boy who came through at Tottenham, smashed the Tottenham goal scoring record with ease, or so it seemed, went on to become the England captain, England's all-time top goal scorer. 280 goals for Tottenham Hotspur. 280. It's a lot of goals. And now, is he coming back? This is the guy that had to leave. For him, he said it. He had to leave. He went to Bayern Munich and he wanted to win trophies. He went there in his first year, he didn't. And everyone laughed. And then in his second season, he won the Bundesliga. And now this year, you would fully expect Bayern Munich to win the Bundesliga again. But is there renewed hope? Is there renewed optimism that why can't Harry Kane come back to Tottenham and win a trophy? Is it a poetic injustice, you could say, that Spurs won a trophy 2 years after he left? The second season after he left, we won our own trophy. So what's stopping Harry Kane coming back now and winning trophies with Tottenham Hotspur? And don't worry, we'll talk about the elephant in the room in a minute. But what's stopping him coming back and winning trophies at Tottenham? This is a man that by next summer will be 33 years of age. So he's 33 in July. That would still give him 2 years to get the 40-odd goals. I think it's 44, 45, whatever it is goals he needs to break the Premier League goal-scoring record from Alan Shearer. So when you look at that, when you look at the fact that he is English, he's from England, he's from Tottenham, when you look at the fact that Bayern Munich, who have got 2 years left on his contract, by the way, will probably want to sell to make some money back next summer. So his contract runs out in 2027. So if they're going to make any money, they're going to need to sell him in 2026. Now, are we just saying, are we taking it for granted that if Harry Kane comes back to England, it will be London and it will be Tottenham Hotspur? We know that he's wanted to go to Man City before, but at that age in his career, having won trophies, having scored over 100 goals by this time next year for Bayern Munich, will he want to rejoin Tottenham? Will he want the fairy tale to end back in North London? Or will a Chelsea, will a Man United, will a Man City be of interest to him? Now, for me, maybe this is me with my Spurs hat on. I can't see that he plays for another English club at this stage other than Tottenham. Now, a few years back when he wanted to join Man City, I understood it. He was probably, at that age, 27, in his absolute peak. Man City were flying. He hadn't won anything. But now it will be slightly different. By this time next year, he'll have 3 years under his belt at Bayern Munich. He's currently on 91 goals in 100 games for Bayern, which is an absolute ridiculous goal-scoring record. By this time next year, you probably think he's got another 30-odd, so he'll have 120, 125 goals for Bayern Munich. So, Harry Kane coming back to Tottenham, what does that mean for him? What does that mean for us? Well, what we do know is that when the deal was actually struck for him to go to Bayern Munich, very soon after, there was a lot of talk about Spurs have got a first refusal. Or at the very minimum, Spurs have got the option to bid whatever another club bids for Harry Kane to bring him back to Spurs. So, for example, should Man City or Chelsea, should they say there's 60 million for Harry Kane with 1 year left on his contract, Tottenham have got the option to match that fee. Now, this is going to start asking the questions about Spurs ownership, Spurs chairman. What will that look like in a year's time? Is it going to be Charrington that he's still the non-executive chairman in a year? Will Spurs have sold the club in that time? Will the new owners want to bring back Harry Kane. Now, the obvious thing to do to get the Spurs fans on side is to say our first action as new owners, welcome back Harry Kane. Or maybe they want to go to the future. Maybe they go, oh, he's 33. We don't want to bring him back. That would be an unpopular decision, but it might be their decision. These are all working theories, by the way. I have no idea. Peter Charrington. Does Peter Charrington understand the bond that Tottenham and Harry Kane have? Does he understand what it would mean to the fans, especially my mate Lubo? I want it to happen for him more than anyone else. Does he understand the bond that Tottenham and Harry Kane have? Does he understand what it would mean to bring him back to North London? Imagine him, Kudus on the right, Xavi Simons, maybe a Savio on the left, Harry Kane up front. Now are we talking about title-winning material? Obviously, you've got to build a squad, but on the paper, that does look very, very frightening. So there's a number of questions, as there always are with transfer rumours. Now, if you don't believe me, all you've got to do is just Google Harry Kane back to Spurs, and there's a number of links, a number of reports in the last 24, 48 hours suggesting that this is a possibility. Does Kane want to come back? Does Kane say, well, I've been at Spurs for over a decade. I want to try something else? I don't know. I'm just asking the questions. I know people lose their mind in my comments and go, you want him to join someone else? I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, ask the question, what does Harry Kane want? Then you've got the elephant in the room, which is Alan Shearer's goal record. So as it stands, Alan Shearer is a number of goals ahead of Harry Kane. But I don't believe it's anything that Harry Kane couldn't hit in 2 seasons of Premier League football. He'll have to go some. I believe it will be something like 21, 22 a season for 2 years. But why can't Harry Kane do that? He's never been a player that relies on pace, so him getting older isn't really an issue for his goal scoring. He's a clever player. He's intelligent. And more than anything, the man is scoring goals at a rate of knots wherever he plays for England, Spurs, Bayern Munich. So how much does that goal record mean to Harry Kane? Does that mean more to him than staying in Bayern Munich until his contract runs out in 2027? Will Bayern insist that he's sold so they can make money back? Why did Bayern Munich buy Nicholas Jackson? Why did he buy Nicholas Jackson? Was it so that he could replace Harry Kane in a year's time? Is it because he is a? Is it because he is a? Is it because he is seen as a? Is it because he is seen? Sorry about that. Is it because he is seen as a number 2 to Harry Kane? Is it that he's seen as a number 1 this time next year? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. There's a lot of ifs, there's a lot of buts, and there's a lot of maybes. But what I do know is this. Harry Kane coming back to Tottenham. Goals. Goals, goals, goals. He's better than Mawani, Richarlison and Solanke put together. We know that. He can also drop deep and play make. We know that. He's a Tottenham boy. We know that. Are we going to dream for nothing? Is this just a pipe dream? I'm sure the noises you're going to hear from Harry Kane over the next year are, I'm happy in Bayern. I'm happy here. Why would I leave? They're one of the biggest clubs in the world. But next year, with 1 year left on his contract, clubs will come calling. The question you have to ask yourself is this. Will it be Tottenham Hotspur? Let me know your thoughts. How much do you want Harry Kane back? How many goals would Harry Kane score at Spurs? And would he break Alan Shearer's goal scoring record? I hope this happens just for you, Lubo. Much love. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.